that last student had one of the worst tarts that I've ever tasted. Why do you drag me to these things? Because we're friends and you love me and you also want to scout some of my students for your own bakery. Maybe not this year's batch. What are you teaching them? Would you stop being a prick? They're students and that tart was fine, just a little sour. And uninspired. Oh, would you stop being such a bougie little bit? Okay, and up next we have Jennifer Charles's display. It looks like you went with a holiday theme. Yeah, hey professor, and yeah, I did. Not that original, I know, but holiday bacon is some of the best baking, in my opinion, so I wasn't gonna let this opportunity slide. You're the one who works at the Fairy Cafe, aren't you? Yes, sir, but I did not incorporate any Fae ingredients in these. Not even the safe ones? I know that some can be used if you distill or purify it a certain way. Yeah, like essence of hellfire or dryad berries, but that just seemed like an extra layer of complexity that I was not ready to tackle yet. Next time. Uninspired. Ow! Why don't you tell us a bit about your display, JC? Well, the tart is a vanilla cranberry decorated with sugared cranberries that my girlfriend's dad taught me how to make. The petit fours are mint chocolate, a play on the mint chocolate cookies that my grandma would make every year. The chocolate dish is Christmas brigadeiros, which is my best friend's favorite snack. I made him a batch as a present. I added the Christmassy flavors of cinnamon cloves and star anise to that. And for the Vienna soiree, I originally wanted to go with one of my other friend's favorite Hanukkah treat, a sufganiyot, but that's not quite under the Vienna soiree umbrella, so instead I made Danish pastries with the pomegranate topping, one of their favorite flavors. Oh, so this is a very personal theme for you, isn't it? Oh well, they haven't let me down yet. Brigadeiros are very simple. I wish you'd gone a little more complicated. Well, sir, I sunk all the complicatedness into the Danish and the tart, especially when I accidentally burned the first Danish batch. So, yeah, the chocolate stuff was going to be simple for the sake of my own sanity. The petit fours are good. Yeah? I do wish there was a bit more of that mint flavor. The chocolate's overpowering it a bit, but otherwise good. And I like the kick of cinnamon in the brigadeiros. Tart's a bit too sweet and a little thick. You think you'll let your employer sell these? Definitely not the tart. Way too much of a pain in the ass. The petit fours were fun, but I don't think they'd hit that cozy cafe vibe that she wants. Not the way a Danish would. Well, thank you for the effort. We're going to move on, but you'll receive your grade in about a week or so. Thanks. So, how much does that fairy pay them? More than you'd be willing to cough up for a student. Damn it. So, you think your pastry finals went well? Well, they didn't die, or vomit, or spit anything out. So, probably? Even if they hated it, I gave Bob one of the pomegranate danishes that I made, and she thought they were awesome, so we're probably adding danishes to the menu, assuming I can sink all that time into them. There's a lot of layers and stuff. And anyway, and one of my classmates had this awesome chocolate orange tart, which I kind of want to turn into a cookie. Oh, for spring or summer, like a little taste of citrus? Yeah, I think it'd be perfect. Oh, hey guys, Raythu, Amith. Oh, did you have a good holiday? We did, yeah. It was pretty chill, besides the chaos of my newborn nibbling. Aren't there, like, big festivals at your synagogue or whatever? Oh no, Hanukkah is actually not the holiest or even the most important Jewish holiday. We're not required to take time off from work or even go to the synagogue. It's mostly about spending time at home with family. Huh. You didn't bring the baby dragon with you. Oh, what a great way to burn down the cafe. My sibling's right. It takes a while for us to learn to control our fire, and hatchlings can't really regulate their heat until at least a year, so it's best that they stay in the nest, especially in winter. Your Husnia? Yes, ma'am. I wanted to thank you for your kind gift. The scarf shop, I love it. Right? Normally I prefer the easy slip-on hijabs like this where I don't have to spend any time wrapping it, but when I want something fancy... Oh, there's one I saw that was dark purple and had silver and gold rhinestones and beads all over it. Gorgeous. Right, and with that shop, it's all handmade. The dyes are made in-house, the fabric is dyed in-house, all the beads and decorations are sewn by hand. Oh no, they're talking about scarves. I think we've lost Husnia for at least an hour. No, we can pull them back so long as they don't get started on. Oh, they're so precious. Oh my gosh, you dressed them up as little pumpkins. Best money I've ever spent. And look, my eldest went as Leia, except she thought that she deserved a lightsaber too. Well, that's an improvement. Here, let me show you my hatchling. Thank God I didn't have to go through a human labor. That just looks so painful. Ugh, you have no idea. Even with an epidural. Oh, they're so cute. Look at the little horn on their nose. Baby pictures. And birthing stories. We're not getting them back for a while, are we? Nope. Welcome to CaFae Latte. If you're looking for a snack, we've just started selling chocolate peppermint cookies. Tempting, but I'm allergic to peppermint, which is just lovely this time of year. I imagine so. Well, if you're looking for seasonal treats, we also have several drinks and pastries with cranberry, pomegranate, gingerbread, and eggnog flavors. I'll double check with the baker, but I'm fairly certain they don't have any mint in them. There's also cinnamon and nutmeg as well. Thanks. Seriously? Seriously. What? You can't expect us to believe that. Believe what? Your so-called disability. I'm not disabled? You just said that you were allergic to peppermint during the holiday season? You're just faking it for attention. You should curse her. Sir, such food allergies do exist, and I pride myself on being able to comfortably cater to them with a wide variety of alternatives. Yeah, if I wanted attention, I would wear a sparkly or neon dress, form-fitting, with a $500 fur coat to go over it. Which is exactly what I did at a friend's holiday party that I knew my ex was going to be at. How did your ex-lover handle that? Oh, you could see the regret on her face. We broke up because she cheated on me, because apparently I wasn't attractive enough for her anymore. How dare I stop wearing makeup around her, right? This was a couple of months ago, so I got all the tears and rom-coms and ice cream out of my system in time for the revenge dress. See, what I tell you, she's just looking for attention. With all the modern medicine, allergies aren't even that dangerous anymore. Would you shut up? You know what? Prove it to me. Prove that you are allergic to silence. So did you bask in your newfound single glory, or did you find someone else to go home with at the party? Well, originally I was going to go with the first option. I don't want any serious relationships for a while. But then I met a guy, friend of a friend, who just got out of his own breakup and had heard the rumors about me and my ex. So when we started talking at the party and realized we kind of clicked, he said, "Look, I know you're mostly here for revenge on your toxic ex. I could really use a quick rebound. Want to come home with me?" Best decision I've made this year. Good for you. Ugh, I forgot about you. I curse you with a mirror enchantment. You will have her allergies, their severity and symptoms, for 5 years. You may speak now. Okay, fine. I'll take a peppermint mocha, large. Well, then you're gonna need this. I'll call 911 and give them a head start. Okay, so he knew that he was now allergic to peppermint, but he still ordered a peppermint drink. He thought that the other customer was faking her allergies and thus thought that he could prove it with his brand new mirror curse. Lucky for him, she carried several EpiPens in her bag. Heh, he literally choked on his bullshit. I have some paperwork to get through. And I've got shit to bake. Holler if you get rammied, Raythu. Yeah, you got it. Never fails. I open the book, and they come. What can I get for you? I stand with Palestine. As you should. It's an absolute shit show over there. Well, I'm just saying that because I noticed you're wearing pro-Israel symbols. The Star of David is a Jewish symbol. It's sacred to all of us around the world and was for centuries before the country of Israel was a thing. That just seems really tone-deaf considering everything that's going on. So, you think that because of the actions of a few, everyone who shares a single ethnic or religious trait with those few should be punished? A punishment for the collective? I just think that if you really cared, you would be giving support to the Palestinians suffering under your government. Okay, firstly, my government is America, same as yours, which is annoyingly, financially supporting Israel as it commits war crimes, but that's a whole other thing. Secondly, I am giving support to Palestine. I've donated to multiple relief programs designed to help the refugees and those cut off from food, water, and medical supplies. Third, being critical of the Israeli government and how they're responding to, and in many ways created, Hamas's actions is mutually exclusive from being Jewish, or Israeli, or anything else. It's like being American while criticizing all the things wrong with the American government and culture, or being anti-Putin but fine with Russia, etc. I don't believe you. I don't think you've given a penny to helping Palestine. No dragon would. What? Everyone knows dragons are greedy hoarders. It's in your nature. No wonder you're Jewish. Ma'am, I'm gonna ask you to leave. This is a public cafe. I have every right to be here. Not anymore. And I don't have the patience to keep arguing with you or wait for my fairy boss to come out here and curse your ass. Oh, I see. You're trying to silence me. Well, I will not be Is everything all right? I heard roaring. Just taking out the trash. Must have been some rancid shit. By the way, Jennifer Charles, Cyrus and I are taking tomorrow off for Yule. You'll be in charge. Welcome to CaFae Latte. The snowflake cookies just came out of the oven and they're dusted with peppermint and white chocolate.
Oh no, I have to watch what I eat. That way I don't feel guilty when I get literal platters of the stuff on Christmas. I'll just take an Eldritch Blast. Gotta burn a bit of midnight oil to stay on schedule.
You got it. Follow the prompts on screen. Got any holiday plans?
You could say that. You?
My girlfriend's leaving in a few days to visit family down south, so I'll be checking in on my parents. Maybe a blizzard will hit and I get to bow out.
I suppose the real Christmas miracle would be a drama-free holiday.
You have no idea. Here's your drink.
My thanks, and I hope you have a relaxing, if not happy Christmas, Jennifer Charles.
Thanks. Wait, how did you know my—
Oh, watch yourself, Herla. I almost spilled my coffee on you. I'll see you in the skies.
Nicholas? I need to speak with the fairy. I do not have the time for an existential crisis today. Bob's not here. Bob? That's what we call her. The CaFae Latte owner, the Iron Witch, exiled princess, badass with the sword and the magic. She and her protege have today off. It's Yule. They left me in charge. She left a mortal in charge of her domain. I know, I told her it was a bad idea. I haven't even got my final grade yet from culinary school, but she was all, "You've been here for months, and you know the drinks as well as I do, and the kitchen even better, and I trust you not to break anything or anyone important." I do not have time for this foolishness. I came here as a courtesy to let her know that there are signs of a ghost horde forming in her area. Shouldn't you call ghost hunters for that? I have John's number here somewhere. Ghost hordes are much more dangerous than the sad little wisps of spirits you mortals can manage. You know, the last guy who had that type of attitude in this cafe was a vampire, and he's down 2 limbs. So I'm gonna need you to explain to me, what exactly is your relationship with my boss? Just tell her Herla called. Yeah, that's what I thought. Herla stopped by the cafe.
Not it. I am not dealing with him.
Herla, I know that name. Is he that ghost hunter guy? Among other things. I'll tell Jennifer Charles not to worry about it. How do you even handle a ghost? I don't know. JC and Eric told me that they just hired a guy named John to get rid of the one that came to the cafe. So, Mike, I'll let you back into the coven? On probation, which is fine by me. I love the Yule potlucks they host. Don't we all? Hello, Nicholas.
Violet! Cyrus!
Hey, whatever reason you have for me being on the naughty list this year, it was all Patrick's idea. Yes! Thank every deity I don't believe in. Oh, what happened? Passed my finals, 92 out of 100. Wonderful. You see this? This is how shocked I am.
I mean, yeah, congratulations, but seriously, nobody was worried. What will the next semester look like for you? Oh, it's going to be so much smoother. I have to work an apprenticeship at an actual bakery, and yes, my professor has already okayed CaFae Latte to, do that. I should hope so. You're the fucking kitchen manager. We're happy for you, Jennifer Charles. Thanks. Oh, almost forgot. Yesterday, I had someone come into the cafe named Herla talking about ghosts. Real asshole. You have no idea. Yes, I got your text. You do not have to worry about him. His views on mortals are less than ideal, but he's not harmful. He a fairy? He didn't have the... No, he was in fact a human king several centuries ago. Hypocrite much? Yeah, that's why I can't stand him. He ruled a part of the British Isles before the Anglo-Saxons came and had an excellent friendship and alliance with a Dwarven king from the Fae realm. The Dwarven king came to Herla's wedding and then the next year invited Herla to his wedding in the Fae realm. Unfortunately, neither of them knew about the unique time travel issue where spending one weekend in the Fae realm could result in 300 years passing in the mortal realm. That issue wasn't fixed until very recently, the 1970s. So when Herla returned home, he found out that his wife, family, and entire kingdom were centuries dead, having been ruled by the Saxons for 200 years. Oof. Yeah, he is still a bit bitter. Wait, but he's human. How is he still around? The Dwarf King. He felt terrible. There are a few ways to turn humans into immortals, usually some sort of magic fruit, golden apples, the peaches of the heavenly kingdom. In Herla's instance, I believe they were a type of huckleberry. They're all very rare and tightly guarded, so don't go getting any ideas. Wasn't even thinking of it. So the Dwarf King made Herla immortal, and also made him a nomadic king of sorts. He leads one of the wild hunts, leading a band of other immortals such as fairies, other immortalized humans, nature spirits. They ride flying horses to get around easier. I think I heard Nicole talk about those. Isn't the wild hunt led by that... He's the Norse guy with the one eye. Thor and Loki's dad. Anthony Hopkins played him. Odin! Jesus Christ, JC, please forget everything that Marvel has ever taught you about Norse mythology. I know the movies are awesome and fun and cool, but they get everything wrong. Odin leads the largest and most famous of the wild hunts, but his is far from the only one. Hunts occur all over the world, and these days often ally with mortal countries to keep them safe from supernatural threats. In Herla's case, he specializes in ghost hordes. Well, we've handled a ghost before. Not like this, you haven't. We handled one single ghost whose tragedy happened very recently and was swiftly corrected, allowing her to move on to the afterlife before she could cause any damage. Ghost Hunter John's job is in fact to catch them that early, before they can stew in their wrath and grief for decades, if not centuries, making them more powerful enough to kill the living and add their ghost to their ranks. Get enough of them going, and eventually you have a whole horde that can whisk you away if you're not adequately protected. That is what Herla hunts. He's still an asshole. Abso-fucking-lutely. Hate that guy.
Because we're friends and you love me and you also want to scout some of my students for your own bakery. Well, they didn't die, or vomit, or spit anything out, so probably? Yeah, if I wanted attention, I would wear a sparkly or neon dress, form-fitting, with a $500 fur coat to go over it. Which is exactly what I did at a friend's holiday party that I knew my ex was going to be at.
He literally choked on his bullshit. I do not have the time for an existential crisis today. Bob's not here.
Thank every deity I don't believe in. Jesus Christ, JC, please forget everything that Marvel has ever taught you about Norse mythology. Ow! Oh, what a great way to burn down the cafe. Ma'am, I'm gonna ask you to leave. That's what we call her. The CaFae Latte owner, the Iron Witch, exiled princess, badass with the sword and the magic. You see this? This is how shocked I am. Still an asshole. Abso-fucking-lutely. Hate that guy. Would you shut up? Holiday baking is some of the best baking, in my opinion, so I wasn't gonna let this opportunity slide. Hey, whatever reason you have for me being on the naughty list this year, it was all Patrick's idea. I should hope so. You're the fucking kitchen manager.